Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieved this cute look on my little sister. It's real simple. It's not, a portrait of a cow, but she picked out this look and we thought it was fun, so we went with it. So this was her previous set. If you haven't watched this video, go ahead and check it out. I used the Apres Gel X system on her nails. She wanted very long nails. It was summer. She didn't have school or anything. So, it was okay. It was fun. She could not handle the length, as you may have seen. She's missing both of her middle fingers, but I do have to add, they lasted really well. Besides that, she broke them because, again, they're very long for her hands. And as they grew out, of course, they got longer and longer. So we decided to go ahead and cut them down this time. As you can see, I leave the actual Gel X extension on. I know if you... Apres really preaches on, soaking it off real quick and just do a whole nother extension. But I didn't see the point in that and what we were doing. So I just filed them down. I went ahead and prepped the nail, everything off camera. I was actually in a rush. This was like a few days or the day or two before I was moving. So I was trying to get this done. I wasn't going to record it. And then I started. Then I was just like, yeah. So that's as much as I showed. So I cut down the nails. I am going to refill them. I'm going to replace the two middle fingers that she's missing and with the tips. And you might be curious, like, oh, why are you putting them right back on? To go ahead and cut them off. I wanted the structure to remain the same. I knew if I just did an overlay on this nail, it would not be shaped the same, just because the Gel X tip has a C curve that holds the nail differently. So I didn't want it to stand out. I mean, she ain't go nowhere, but I'm just trying to let y'all know my thinking process and why I did such. It's so the silhouette, the structure of the nail would remain the same, even cut down. So I put that extension on and cut it right back down. So like I said earlier, I prep the nail as I usually do. Go back to any of my other videos and you'll see me do the same thing a million times with my Atwood bits and everything like that. So prep the nails and I cleanse them with acetone. Then I applied the clear rubber base, and that's the base coat I'm going to use. Like I said, these nails lasted really well. There's not much lifting. She just broke the middle two because they got too long. And she actually went, I may be wrong, I think about 4 weeks with these nails or so, I believe. So they lasted overall really well besides the two. Again, they were too long. She wanted to... whatever, I let her. She don't want them again, at least not for now. She got these ones. So I'm using the Extend gel to fill in what has grown out. I made that decision because it's the same product, same system, it all works together. So I went ahead and you see I'm just filling that back space, what has grown out, and blending it down to the rest of the nail. This is, of course, the extension that I put on. I'm cutting it down with the length of the other nails. Again, so they can, be similar and look the same. Also, again, Apres does promote soaking these off and doing a whole nother set because it's so fast. But so far, these nails have lasted okay in real time. I did these some weeks ago by now as I'm recording this voiceover, and they've lasted really well. So next, you can see after I cure the gel, get everything together, I'm going to go ahead and file and shape the nail. I'm using, I believe this is Poochie's, but it's a fine grit smooth top carbide bit. So what I'm doing is obviously filing and shaping the nail, but I want to ensure that I'm debulking the nail, especially towards the free edge portion where the apex was of the previous full length set that she had. I don't want her free edge to be very thick, and when we cut down the nails, essentially we cut through the middle of the apex that Gel X tip or full cover nail. I don't like to call them tips. I see people do. They're not tips. They don't go on the tip of the nail. It's a full coverage extension. And they are made of gel, you guys. They're not plastic. I've seen somebody put that. They're not plastic. It's made of gel. It's just already formed, and that's why it works well with adhering it to gel. It adheres to itself. It's a gel full coverage tip. Anyways, I digress. So I use the fine grit bit to kind of help debulk a little bit and get that shape together. Now I'm using the crosscut bit to further finish file the surface of the nail, but then also to add texture, to replace buffing, so that our polish has a etched surface to adhere onto. You don't want to apply your gel polish, your top coat, your art onto a smooth and slick surface. Okay, so next I'm going straight into the artwork. Again, this is simple, short video. I'm painting the nail she wanted solid black. And so I think she has 3 of those on each hand. She has 1 cow print nail on each hand, and then the little cow that we did. So I'm just doing 2 coats of the black gel polish. I'm sorry, this video gets blurry sometimes. Again, I was working fast. I wasn't like checking the camera, and I don't have like this huge production over here, okay? But I do apologize for that, but it's the best footage that I had. So you see I'm just polishing, getting as close as possible. Again, gonna go ahead and do 2 coats of this black polish. Again, this is something I will be able to share with you guys in the future. I trying it out. We'll let you guys know. But really liked it. And then I'm going in with this white, and this is going to be the base of our cow print nail. I did some cow nails, a long time ago by now, like probably a year ago. And they were longer, different. I think it was with blue and some crystals and stuff. Like basically like the adult version of this, if you will. So I'll try to remember to link that down below if you haven't checked out that video already. And I'm sorry, I'm not showing all the products and everything. Again, I was rushing, but I figured y'all would want to see this video over me deleting it, because I didn't, do it to the best of my abilities, if that makes any sense. So I'm sorry, but also here you guys go. So I'm using the Presto Bambina Art Liner. You see me use this many times in doing art. I'm actually using the white one. I couldn't find the black one, but I'm using the white one. I cleaned the brush off, and I'm dipping it into that same black polish that I used. If you want a recommendation right now for some great black and white polishes, Madam Glam is really good. And I also have a coupon code for Madam Glam. It's Tabytha, spelled with a Y, as you can see, if you're interested. But yeah, they have really great products and colors, so definitely check them out. So you can see how I'm doing this print. I always recommend using actual images if you want to recreate something and you want it to look, realistic. I mean, this is not hyper real or anything, but we want it to translate as cow print and not leopard print or cheetah or something else, just blobs, So take a look at a picture of actual cowhide and see how those shapes really read. Or are they more geometrical? Are they more organic? Are they rounded? Do they tend to have, kind of 3 abstract points, 4 small pieces? How is the spacing? Those are things that I really pay attention to and look at, and I do recommend you do the same, not just for this, but if you're doing marble nails, if you're doing firework nails, car nails, whatever you're doing, try to look at a representation or image, and so you can have an idea of what you're going for, and look at the little things that make it look like itself. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the cow nail. Again, my sister showed me an image, and as I always do, I have a horrible job keeping it. If it's in my saved, I may put it, but y'all know I'm bad at that. But she gave me an image. Again, this was like on a cute little kid set, little fun. But I used that white polish. I painted, as you see, this semi circle. It's like I was polishing the nail regular. I just moved it down like the nail grew out for like 4 weeks. So when I had polished that, I'm curing in between each layer of these polishes. So please keep that in mind. I painted the white, cured, the pink, cured, and I'm doing the black. And I did both these lines at the same time. When you're doing like artwork, I recommend you cure often so you can lock in what you know is good. That white part I know is good. I want to lock it in. So the pink part, it's good, lock it in. If you did like one line, or like, let's say I did this eye and I'm like, oh, it's perfect, I don't want to mess it up, I'll go ahead and lock it in. These are not detailed. This isn't fine art, guys. I'm gonna be the first to tell you. So I'm just using this brush, creating these very simple shapes. As you can see, it may look like it's more work, but when you break apart artwork, things become more simple. Again, I know this isn't fine art. This isn't a hyper realistic cow or anything, but it may be, you know, if you had a client or somebody show you something like that, you're like, okay, where do I start? And just break everything down piece by piece. It's white. It's in a simple shape. I know how to polish a nail in that shape just fine. I know how to do that pink part. Same thing, just fine. And you know, everything after that, this is just making a little end shape and filling it in. You know how to do that just fine. Just break everything down piece by piece, and you'll see that you're able to achieve, you know, more detail with your artwork. You're able to pay attention to the detail, but you're able to achieve it better because you've taken the little pieces apart that make it what it is. It'll help you be a better artist overall, even if you don't feel like you quantify your skills to that degree as being an artist. But if you're doing nails as a hobby, as a professional, you're creating art. You're doing something that's technical but also artistic in the same respect. So just break things down where it's digestible to you. So I'm talking all this stuff like I'm just over here painting the Monet or something. And I'm just doing this cow. But anyways, you guys, you know what I'm saying. And that was that. I went ahead and top coated the nails. As you can see, my favorite no wipe scratch resistant top coat. Again, I'll be able to tell you in the future. And that is it, you guys. That's the end of these nails. Really simple. I hope you learned something from this video. If not, you've had some 10-11 minutes of just not worrying about anything, you guys. Thank you for watching. Please be safe. Wear your mask. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and like. All right, you guys. Bye.